Well, welcome to my channel. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, this year I'm documenting me trying to reach 10K a month, which is ultimately a six-figure business here in Australia after tax. The last couple of weeks I've sort of had the chance to regroup and sort of figure out, okay, exactly how I want to present myself on YouTube and sort of where I want to head, because I figured that over the last couple of vlogs I realized I'm not really providing any value, and so I want to set out exactly where I'm at now and then document the process from here to there of exactly how I get there, and hopefully you guys can learn something along the way. I started off the year just with word of mouth jobs. The last few years have been on a teaching contract, and then on the side I was doing creative work with photo and video and picking up clients here and there. And then at the start of the year I'd already had work booked in. And so that snowball sort of kept going as I made myself more available through signing up for like Upwork and making my presence on LinkedIn a little bit more professional. I could then reach out to people and look for work that way. And so where I currently stand is I have an agency in Melbourne that I work for. They have a South Australian based client and I shoot monthly for them. I have a gym client who I shoot with fortnightly, where I just shoot the content for her and then send that over and she does the editing. I also have a monthly editing contract with an international company. So they send over work for me to edit and I just edit it and then send it back for them. I also have 3 potential clients in the works where I'm looking at booking in a trial shoot for them. These clients would be on monthly retainers. And so rather than jumping straight into a retainer, I like to be able to provide them with a month worth of content first, where we set up, we give it a shot, and then if they like what I've produced, then we can look at signing a contract and looking at either locking them in for 3, 6 or 12 months. I have a property management group that I'm looking to work with, a real estate company that I'm looking to work with, and also a coffee company that I'm looking to work with, each that I've had meetings with and looked at booking in a trial shoot. So that's exciting. So they're all the consistent work that hopefully by the end of the month I'll sort of have locked in, and that total comes out to $4,790 before tax here in Australia for what all of those guys are on. Then have all of the random bits and pieces that come along with the gig, like business events, random shoots, editing jobs, and weddings as well that are sporadically sort of once-off jobs. Obviously they're a little bit harder to track though. So at the end of each month, what I'll do is I'll tally up all the work that I've done for that month and then I'll present it to you guys. And then hopefully by the end of the year, my goal is to hit a $10,000 month. And so moving forward, what I really want to do is find more of these retainer clients, because one, it serves as a great regular income for me, but it also means that those clients get regular content as well. So I'm going to continue to reach out to businesses through email, and I've got a few to follow up that I've already contacted. I'm going to be cold calling some more people, so you can come along for those. And I'm also going to be walking into some businesses, and hopefully there's a local car dealership that I want to try and do this week. So I'll bring you along for that as well. And then the final thing that I want to do this year is create more for myself and for my portfolio. I've worked with a lot of different types of businesses now, and I can sort of see my passion and the field that I want to work into tending more to the fashion and sports spaces. So what I've gone and done is found people in my life or businesses that are local, and I want to provide them with a free shoot. This works for them because they get free content, but it also works for me because what I'm going to do is then create these portfolio pieces that I'm really happy with that I can then showcase, and that hopefully will attract other businesses in the space, but also that I can show to other businesses in the space and hopefully get some work that way. I'm actually about to jump on a call with a local clothing fashion brand here in South Australia, so I'll show you that in a second. Hopefully on this call we can sort something out for that. So that's where I'm at currently, and let's jump on that call and see what happens.
Hey Ethan, how you going?
Good, Mel, how are you?
Yeah, really good.
Oh, good, good. It sounds like you've been a bit busy though.
Yeah, it's been a bit crazy. But good to talk to you.
Yeah, you too. I'm very glad that you responded to my message, because I'm keen to get a bit creative and make something happen.
Yeah, me too. And this weather is like heavenly at the moment.
Yeah.
It's sunny winter days.
Yeah, no, they're super nice. Are you guys, are you located down south, or are you?
We're in Kensington, just off the parade,
Oh, nice, nice.
just over Port Roche Road. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. What have you been doing today?
Well, we just bought a mill, so we've been down there to have a look, like a knitting mill.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we've been down to check it out. So yeah, but for the Sunset Lover, I'm waiting for the samples to come back from Sydney.
Okay, cool.
And once I get them in my hands, then we can, yeah, I guess before that, I can send you the lookbook.
Yeah, sick.
Do you want to do out on location?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just to chat and see what you were really wanting. I'd love to be involved in sort of whatever is helpful for you guys, because yeah, I mean, I'm just flicking through Instagram and I loved sort of the vibe and the feel of what you guys had created already. So I just thought, look, I'd reach out, and I'm looking at creating a bit more of the fashion sort of side of things for my portfolio. So I just, yeah, really what's helpful for you guys, and whatever might work could be cool.
Yeah, that sounds great. Okay. Well, I'll have the samples next week. Yeah, what days are good for shooting for you?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty flexible. I'm sort of free in the next sort of 3 weeks pretty often. So I'm sure we can sort of find a spot that works. Did you have like a I mean, it sounds like you got a lookbook already sorted, which is awesome. Did you have like a
lookbook, but for video for like campaign? We could do something for that.
Yeah, awesome. Did you have like a environment or location already scouted, or were you still?
No, I haven't even thought about it.
Okay.
So open to suggestions. We could work on it together and
Yeah,
get
definitely.
something that you could be really excited to, put together.
Yeah.
And models, I haven't looked at anything there. But yeah, we can definitely work on something.
No, definitely. Well, look, really, that sounds all amazing. Yeah. Well, once you get the samples, I guess then we can really start to curate.
Work it out.
Yeah, we can start to curate a little bit more of, I guess, a plan. And yeah, feel free to send over the lookbook. That'd be amazing, and then I can get a bit more of a feel.
Text me an email address, and I'll send that through.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
See what's coming, and yeah, we can put it together. It'd be fun.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, that sounds good, Mel.
Think about some locations. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of flicking through. You've done such a sort of diverse range of different spots and feel. What's the sort of vibe for the new collection or the next sort of campaign that you're looking at?
Birds and tie-dye and signature print. So
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Something for that.
Great. Okay. Well, we can get. Sounds like a bit more like nature or. Yeah, I guess I'll look keen to sort of see this lookbook, and then we can sort of come up with a bit of an idea. But what was that? Sorry.
Right, we'll shoot me through that, and we'll start there, and then I'll get your email, and then we can work on what we'll do next.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Well, it was great to quickly touch base. Yeah, excited for what this could be. So
yeah, me too. I think it's exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for jumping on the call, and I'll chat soon.
Okay, see you soon, Ethan.
Bye, Mel. So obviously that went really well. I didn't quite expect it to be so easy. I thought I might get probed a little bit on sort of my experience and background, but she seemed really keen, and it's kind of cool that they've got a lookbook already sorted, because that means I don't have to start from scratch in terms of coming up with a campaign. But what hopefully I'll do is once she sends through that lookbook to my email, I'll create a bit of a mood board and work with their lookbook and some locations that I know in South Australia here, because she didn't quite know where she wanted to shoot it yet. And then we can sort of bounce backwards and forwards. We can probably meet another time to nut out exactly what we're wanting. But that's pretty exciting, so I'm keen for that. A lot of their sort of style, as I'll put up on the screen, is like resort wear. So it's not obviously my target audience, but it's cool that I'll be able to create something in that space and hopefully give quite a high sort of luxury feel to the video. So I'm going to start to create and think about what that could look like, and where we could shoot it in local areas, because obviously that plays a big part in the feel of the video. This morning I had my tax appointment with my tax accountant, and I just wanted to run over a few things that I guess I've learnt going multiple years in a row now with those guys. One, it's a great idea to keep all of your documents in one Google Sheet or an Excel spreadsheet. Have all of your expenses, all of your costs, all of your kilometers that you're driving, because everything that you do for your business now needs to be thought of as a business. So things for me that took some time to get used to was like tracking all of the kilometers that I'm driving, because then that tallies up. And over the last year, I've done over 2,000 kilometers for my work, and that then adds up to X amount of dollars. It's like 80 cents a kilometer. So you earn a lot of money back on your tax there. Something that I learned today is that for those people that have a HEX debt in Australia, That is the money that has been put aside for us to go to uni, and now we have to pay it off over time. Each year, the percentage that you have to pay is dictated by your annual income. So depending how much you've earned that year, you have to pay a higher or lower percentage. For me, that was 4% this year. If I hadn't set aside money for that this year, that would have been an extra cost that I would not have known about going into my tax return. Some other great things to know if you are just starting out is that if you're not setting your tax aside for the end of the year, you're going to get a rude shock when you then have to pay a massive lump sum. How I do it is every time that money comes into my account that I'm earning from my business, I take 30% of that away because that's the bracket that I'm in for my tax in South Australia, and I just put it in an account. And then so after today, I know exactly how much I need to pay, and it lines up pretty well to the dollar to the exact amount that I have in my tax account. This is just an easy way to make sure that the money that you're earning, you're getting taxed the right amount, and so at the end of the year, when you declare how much you earned with your business, you're just able to pay it straight away over to the ATO. Alrighty, so basically what I'm doing now is for the last little while there's been a car dealership down the road that has been getting some construction done. And so what I want to do is just literally pop in today and see if I can talk to someone to get the ball rolling, to see if they're documenting the process really. It's a BMW and Mini dealership sort of joint together. And so I think obviously they'd have the capital to be able to sort of spend some money on this. But a little bit unsure. So all I'm going to do is just put an idea out there for them, see if they buy it really, and see if I can even talk to someone. Sometimes these dealerships can be a little bit closed book. So I'm going to go into the friendly face and see what we can sort of get, and then I'll let you know how it goes after. Might come away with nothing, might come away with the opportunity to talk to someone else, but we'll see. Their marketing person seems to be a bit to work remote, according to LinkedIn. He also manages all the other BMWs around, so that might be the person I have to go through to get some work, but look, we'll see how it comes out, and I'll let you know how we go. So that sort of went exactly as expected. I knew the marketing bloke didn't work in the office there, so pretty well straight away I got handballed through to talk to the owner or the head manager there, but he had other meetings and didn't probably want anything really to do with me and talking with him. So they did give me the email address and told me to email both the head marketer and the head of sales there, which is good. So what I'm thinking is I'll go home and I'm going to just create like a really simple video just talking about my ideas of what I was thinking, and then just send that off straight away. And then what I'll do is I'll refer to my conversation in Glenelg, where I'm at the BMW place. So that way there's a little bit of a connection and touch point, and hopefully that means he'll open it and at least have a look. And then I think if I can insert a video, that'll have a little bit more of a compelling sort of viewpoint. And look, it might lead somewhere, and I think it could be a cool opportunity, so I'm going to give it a shot. So as I was coming home from the dealership before, I drove past a property management company, and I just thought, look, I may as well call them. I've got another property management group that I'm working with at the moment, so I thought I can probably leverage that to say that I'm already doing work in this space. Would you be keen? So ideally, I just want to make a booking to come in and chat to them, because I think in chatting to them, I'll be able to identify some weaknesses and then maybe just push on those so that we can work together to help fix them. Their social media is pretty poor. They haven't posted in a long time. They have like 5 posts, and their website is all stock media. So I think I should be able to at least leverage that in the call, but they are a smaller business, so they might not have the funds at the moment to be able to go anywhere, but it's worth a call. And so I'm just going to call them up now and see what we can get.
Hi, this is Joe Bradshaw from Bradshaw Property Management. Please leave your name and number and I'll get...
We'll call him back later. So I just quickly recorded a video that I'm going to send out to the BMW store, just touching on a few things that I think we could maybe potentially work on together. Who knows where that goes? It might just be posted into the void, he never gets back to me, but you got to be in it to win it. Then I've got a few other emails to send out that are to do with more clients potential. Some of them have already talked back to me. We've got a touch point. Others, I'm just going to send out like another email just to, I guess, flick it to the top of their inbox. And then from there, I actually have a shoot later tonight that I'll bring you on. It's just a corporate event in the city that popped up like a couple of days ago, last minute. I think they want really just candid photos. So I'll just be roaming around taking photos of people. So if I can get some footage of that as well to share with you, I will. But for now, we're just gonna edit that video, send it off and get some emails done. And then I'll catch you a bit later for the shoot. So there's been a bit going on in the last couple of days. Since I sent that message to BMW, I picked up a relief day yesterday, which is like teaching. And so I didn't get much work done in terms of running the business, but I did get to a few emails and responding to people. Yesterday, I got a response though from BMW that they'd love to meet up. And so I've just jumped off the call with them on Teams, which is awesome. It went really well. They loved that I sent a video, which was awesome, and it made it really personal for them. And so I just got a call off the call with the head of marketing and the marketing person for the site that I went to at BMW. They both live in Victoria, which is great for me because it means that they don't have anyone located in SA for the work that they're looking at doing. And so we just talked through everything that they're wanting to do, all the different ideas that they have, and how I could implement some things into what they're doing. So it was a really positive call. All I needed to do now is sort of get back to them with a proposal around some of the things and what it would cost for all of their ideas, as well as some of the work that I've done in this space. And so I haven't done too much work in the automotive space, but I have done a little bit, so I can send that across, and then hopefully that will get it rolling. So very exciting for that. I then also have another meeting tomorrow with a couple who reached out to me through Upwork, who are looking at getting married, and they've got a really small micro wedding happening next month. So I've got a meeting with them tomorrow just to get to know them, hear about what their ideas are. And obviously that's just a once-off thing, but it's still a great win for the next month because that'll be around $1,000 job. So that's pretty cool. I like to go about editing, and especially batch editing, when I've got a huge amount of photos that I need to edit. So I shot a corporate event over the weekend, and so now I'm just going to jump into my Lightroom. I simply go down to import, and then what I'll do is I'll find where I imported all the photos. And so this was an Oricon event. I uncheck all, and then I just go into the first photo and I put it big screen. And so then what I'll do is right next to the number 1 on my keyboard is the little squiggle. I don't know what the actual word is called, but that just either ticks or unticks the photo. And so then what I'll do is I'll go through each of the photos and either select it, or if I don't think I need it, I just move to the next one using the arrow keys. And so that's what I'll do now. So what I've done now is I've gone through and edited all of the images using my presets, changed all the exposures, cropped them all. So the one thing about this venue though is it was really dark, and so in some cases I would have used a flash on the top of my camera and used that to lighten the environment. However, a lot of the photos that I was taking were candid photos. They weren't of people standing in front of the camera, and so I don't want to just keep sending a flash up into the room as everyone's enjoying themselves. And so what I've had to do is bump my ISO up so that I could actually expose properly. But that means that all the images are quite grainy. The great part about AI at the moment is that there's an amazing tool in Lightroom called the denoise, and that just goes through and it does an amazing job. All I've done is set it to 25%, and that goes through and it just detects the noise in the image, and somehow miraculously it gets rid of all the noise in the image. Now you don't want to be over the top with it though, because it will make your images really plastic looking if you do it over the top, especially with skin. You don't want to make people look too unnatural, so at the expense of making them look plastic, I turned down the denoise. It does mean that in the background and in the images there there will be a little bit more noise, but especially when I'm taking photos of people, I don't want there to be this sort of artificial looking plastic feel to their faces. So that's going to save me a lot in these images just because it's so grainy. Most of the time at dinner I was shooting up around 3200 ISO, and in the pre-mingling room it was up around 5000, which is just super high. And so this has really saved a lot of the images, which is awesome.